It's the big 5-0. Hey, it's Andrew, Park Rovers, and we are back at King's Dominion for the 50th anniversary opening weekend. Let's go. On Instagram, I read that they planted 18,000 flowers already for the 2025 season. The park is looking great, and I'm only on International Street. While we're here on International, it is tradition to pop into the gift shops. Let's go. So you have KD Outfitters on one side and then Plaza Gifts on the other. And inside Plaza Gifts, you have the 50th anniversary merchandise front and center. I love this hat. This is $26.99, 50th anniversary hat. We saw some of this merchandise at the Rapterra Media Day, including this mug, I believe, which is $14.99. I don't remember the 50th anniversary celebration pin. This is $10.99. The star of the show here is this glittery Spirit jersey for $79.99. I'm also a big fan of this jacket, which is $69.99. It's actually kind of like sweatshirt material, so it's not too heavy. And you've got a couple of t-shirts. This one's $32.99, and looks like the one down here is $24.99. In the back of the store, there's another 50th anniversary display. I haven't seen any of this before. This hat's $26.99. I really like this hat, actually. You got some teddy bears. I don't think those are, they just don't say anything about the 50th, but those are $19.99. Got this canvas tote with this kind of gold design here, $44.99. Got some t-shirts, also a glittery 50, $26.99. And you have the blue version, $24.99. These coffee mugs are pretty cool. These are $16.99 each. You can get one in white or pink. You've also got some sweatshirts. This one's $44.99. And this zip up with the gold foil as well for $69.99. Now we're headed across the street to KD Outfitters. So I've seen all of the Rapterra merch before. I still like the hat. How much is this hat? $26.99 for a Rapterra hat. But we saw, I think, all of this merchandise at the media preview. They did a really good job with this. In the back of the store, you can still grab some 2024 gear. Oh, look, a Grand Carnival t-shirt. Nice. So in the front, you have Rapterra as well as a 50th anniversary line of merch. I haven't seen this before. This tumbler is $26.99. Interestingly, it still says Cedar Fair on the bottom. Got some Rapterra pins here for $10.99. And here's this t-shirt. This one looks pretty cool with the kind of like the speckled splatter design. This is $26.99. And there's also a ladies cut and a 50th anniversary throw for $39.99. Got the design right there. Cozy throw. Awesome. So that's a look at some of the new merch. Now I also want to point out some of the new dining locations here on International Street. And we're gonna start with the Funnel Cake Kitchen. And there's also a Sunshine Corner frozen cocktail bar. Looks like that might be closed right now, but this will be pretty convenient. Love the design on the sign here, the Funnel Cake Kitchen. And I'm not gonna get it funnel cake, but here's a peek inside. Looks like the Supreme funnel cake is $15.29, and you have a premium for $14.29. Very, very cool in here. The AC is pumping. Now continuing our walk down International, see the fountains going in full force here. Looks like the King's collection and also the Peanuts Emporium aren't quite open yet. Ooh, check out this fancy stage in gold in preparation for the 50th celebration. Eiffel Tower is back operational. Now passing one of my favorite dining locations, Grain and Grill. There is a new location here right across the way from Cinnabon. Brand new beer garden. I love the shaded outdoor dining, but unfortunately it looks like the beer garden won't be serving me today. I was looking forward to this, but I'll have to come back. So that's a quick look at International Street. Now I think it's time to check on my favorite pig at King's Dominion. I've probably walked by this tree a million times, but there's a plaque here that says this tree has been to the moon, and this was planted from one of the seeds that was on Apollo 14 in 1971. That's really cool. Looks like Doc Pemberton's refresh station's getting a refresh in preparation for the season. And here we are, the Parched Pig Bar. Oh no, I'm striking out here. I like this new sign though. The Kingsbrew IPA, the Timbili Tropical Lager, RVA Cider, all good choices here at the Parched Pig. I'll have to come back. The good news is if you still need to cool off, you can take a ride on a log here at the Shenandoah Lumber Company. And the log flume's right by the Liberty Bell. Right here in Old Virginia, right near the Liberty Bell and the Parched Pig and the log flume is the King's Dominion Theater. New family-friendly shows are coming to the theater this year. Next to the theater, it looks like the former site of the go-karts is still vacant, right near the entrance gift shop for Grizzly. This is awesome. I love these new displays. They installed these at Carowinds and they weren't working yet on opening weekend. I always think it's a little funny when the Windseeker closes due to wind. Classic car alert, parked right in front of the Jukebox Diner. Over by Twisted Timbers now. Oh, it's an Instagram spot. And there's a nice new digital display being used right by Twisted Timbers and Apple's Apple. Here we go, I found a bar that is open, the Grove Bar. Here we go, a King's Brew Lager, center of the universe from Ashland, not too far away from King's Dominion. It all revolves around the beer. So cheers to opening weekend here at King's Dominion. Here's the back side of the flower clock with Delirium in the back there. Oh wow, look at the flower clock, looks great. Since we're by the flower clock, I think we'll pop into the Old Dominion VIP Lounge, a prestige pass holder perk. And I just love the Old Dominion Inn. Looks great in here. It's like a home away from home. Oh wow, check out this fun map. Oh, I love this. You can see the flower clock and the White Horse Inn right there. And this safari area, currently Jungle X. I love this back patio here, and you're right next to the Blue Ridge Tollway, so you can see the antique cars as they pass by. So that's a look inside the Old Dominion Inn. Now we're gonna make our way to the Singing Mushrooms. First, here's a look at the 1917 Philadelphia Toboggan Company carousel, purchased by King's Dominion from Roger Williams Park in Rhode Island, 1974. And you can see one of the original horses in the Smithsonian in DC. That's awesome. Making our way down Candy Apple Grove. You can see Pantherian back there. Here's Drop Tower Scream Zone, recently removed at Carowinds, but this one still stands. And over here by Apple Ida's Funnel Cakes, you can get a pretty good look at the new paint on Pantherian. King's Dominion just announced that they anticipate getting the ride open in the summer. Pointed this out last year, but Victoria's Pizza got a nice refresh. It looks great. Now it's time to check out the Singing Mushrooms.
Why, hello, everyone. What a fine day we have here in Candy Apple Grove. There's a special celebration going on and a few surprises coming our way. Let's make some room. Ribbit. Mushroom, that is. Hello. 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 He likes to tinkle on an old piano. Wonderful music, fellas. Just wonderful. How about we change it up a bit? Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. We ain't got a barrel of money. We'll travel the road and we'll be sharing the load, 'cause we're side by side. We're gonna do Jimmy's favorite song. Boy, oh boy. Take me to King's Dominion. Won't you take me out with the crowd? Yep. King's Dominion was born and built right here in the most amazing state. No place on earth do I love more sincerely than old Virginia. Well, see you later, folks. Hurry on back and visit with us again real soon.
Well, that was pretty awesome, seeing the mushrooms perform new music. I'll probably post that as a separate video just because that was, I think, 8 minutes long. Now it's time to head back into Jungle X-Pedition. Right as you walk in, the music changes. Love it. I was last here for Media Day where Eric and I did a full video. Definitely check that out. But now I'm curious to see what's new. One thing we didn't get to do is kind of walk over here by the site of Anaconda. You can see the backlot stunt coaster over there. And here's the Coca-Cola marketplace and where Anaconda used to be. So this is pretty wild. It was erased from existence here.
It's like it's been erased.
Erased from existence.
You wouldn't even know. Wow. You can see Pantherian in the back too. You do have a pretty nice view of the newly painted track here for Pantherian. I am getting a little hungry, so it might be time to finally try the chicken shack here. But first I want to walk by and see if there were any updates over by Flight of Fear and the entrance to Pantherian. In between Chicken Shack and Flight of Fear, there's a really good vantage point of Rapterra. I could be crazy, but I didn't notice these Wave Foundation flags flying on Media Day. I think these were just installed here. Looks like everything else is about the same. Oh, there might be some new signage. So in the distance, Pantherian, and right in front, a refurbishment sign. Please excuse our appearance, refurbishment in progress. We are excited to share with our visitors the newly discovered Pantherian excavation site soon. Greta Vogelsang, Wave Foundation, Quality Department. Interesting. And they have left a little bit of a crack here, so I can can zoom in here. What's interesting is the landscaping looks pretty good back there, and also all the TVs are on in the queue. Looks ready to go. What's this sign here? I don't remember if this sign was here. The Wave Foundation Outreach Command Center. I think that's new. Before we leave this area, I want to point out my favorite vantage point is right next to the lockers here. Check this out. No one is back here. And you have a perfect view of the airtime hill. Here comes Rapterra now. But this view is really good too because you can get a direct view of the launch of Rapterra. Now I think it's time for my first Chicken Shack experience, hand-breaded chicken tenders. And here it is, the chicken tenders with a side of onion rings. They ran out of little cups, so I had to make a honey mustard reservoir on the side there. This looks good though. I've had some really good chicken tenders recently, so the bar is high. Here we go. Yeah, these are really good chicken tenders. I will say, I don't know if anything's gonna beat the chicken tenders I had at Six Flags over Giorgio when they were fresh and handed to me from the chef. Those were very good. These are still nice and crispy, but those tenders at Six Flags over Giorgio, the seasoning, everything was fantastic. These are still really good though. I did something unorthodox and went with the onion rings instead of the fries. I think that was a good decision. If you get food at Chicken Shack, you might want to see if these seats are available here over by the stunt coaster, because no one's here right now and it's opening weekend. Well, I enjoyed the Chicken Shack. I still think Outpost Cafe is #1 here in Jungle X, but Chicken Shack, very good and fast. Over by Chicken Shack, you will find X-Pedition Basket. So I guess this was newly rethemed to fit the land. Can win some jungle animals. Well, now I'm over by Rapterra, and I think I'm about to ride again, and I got a special guest with me. I gotta duck down.
How's it going, guys?
Dustin, Park Rovers, last seen at Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yes, I was riding coasters in freezing temperatures 3 days ago.
At 6 a.m.
At 6 a.m., 6:20 a.m.
6:20 to be precise.
We have to be precise here. Yes.
Well, you've ridden once. What did you think of Rapterra?
Rapterra is really, really fun. It's an awesome wing coaster. It might be my favorite. I really love Gatekeeper though, so we'll have to see how this one compares. I want to try the left side. I was on right side last time.
All right, well, I'm excited to ride again. My 7th time, not to brag.
I was gonna say, this is only your first time today.
First time today. First time since the park opened officially.
Yes, so this should be fun. Let's go.
Let's do it. Well, a front row left ride on Rapterra.
Front row left side, yes sir.
That was awesome.
That made it significantly better. It's definitely a solid #3 now.
How was your day here at King's Dominion?
Day was great. The two goobers played a lot in Planet Snoopy. Which was the plan, you know. We ate some good food. I got on Rapterra twice. I'm not complaining about today.
That was my 7th ride. Fantastic.
Definitely, it's a very solid ride. Everyone here is gonna love it for sure.
I love it. Well, it's good hanging out. Good getting a ride on Rapterra with you. And
absolutely.
See you next time.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Well, that was fun hanging out with Dustin and riding Rapterra front row. And now I think we're gonna head back to Jungle X-Pedition and spend the rest of the night there. It's kind of crazy. This was the site of Berserker. You would never know the Berserker pirate ship was right here, right in front of Dominator. Here comes Dominator now, climbing its lift hill. And just like that, we are back. Well, the sun is setting here at King's Dominion, and we are at the Outpost Cafe. I ended up getting an Outpost platter with the rotisserie beef. Get the Peruvian fry bread, and I got the mac and cheese as a side. I don't think I've actually had the mac and cheese here. Very good, nice and creamy. One of the best items at the Outpost Cafe is that Peruvian bread here, Peruvian fry bread. Outpost Cafe was awesome as always, and now I think we just gotta ride Rapterra the rest of the night. This land looks great at night. I love the lighting here, those string lights by Tumbili, and the lighting on the coaster itself. Rapterra's going by as well. And look at this, pretty much no wait for Reptilian if you want to ride that. So now it's time to get a locker and ride. My first night ride on Rapterra, and it was fantastic. Third row, right side. I love this coaster. So I think that'll do it here from King's Dominion. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Park Rovers, and we'll see you next time.